I don't know if we want to be remembered as the most prolific inhabitants of the White House or not, but I think we are holding our own there.
With persistence, patience, and passion, these two built an unbreakable bond. Jimmy and Rosalynn Carter began laying the foundation for their journey together in Plains, Georgia, a small farming town where they were born and raised on the same street.
I want to be remembered as a good husband for Rosalynn, and also...
They started dating in 1945 when Mr. Carter, then a midshipman at the U.S. Naval Academy in Annapolis, Maryland, needed a date when he was home. His younger sister, Ruth, set him up with a friend, 18-year-old Eleanor Rosalynn Smith, whom Mr. Carter was already eyeing. Coincidentally, Mrs. Carter also had a secret crush on 21-year-old Carter after noticing his photos in military uniform at the Carter family home. Following their first date, Mr. Carter told his mother he met his future wife. He was right. They married shortly after his graduation in 1946, and after Rosalynn turned down his earlier proposals twice.
When I was growing up, I didn't think I would ever get married.
The couple celebrated their 75th wedding anniversary over the summer.
And then along came Jimmy Carter, and my life's been an adventure ever since. Thank you. I love you.
That adventure includes 4 children, the Georgia governor's mansion, and the campaign trail for president. President Carter called Mrs. Carter his secret weapon.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
I, Jimmy Carter, do solemnly swear.
In the White House, the two worked together, focused on human rights, global peace efforts, and mental health awareness.
I think the favorite thing we had was a family life that we had in the White House.
The former president says of his 4 years in the White House, the best part was bonding with his loved ones.
We had Amy there, who was 7 years old when we got there, and 9 years old when we got there, and she was 3 years old when I became governor. And we had 2 of our sons and their wives and family there. We had a grandson born the first month we were in the White House. And so we had a good family life in the White House.
Carter lost his bid for re-election in 1980. That devastated the couple, so they returned to a place where they could find peace, Plains, Georgia. With the framework of their lives securely fastened, the Carters grew closer, bonding in service. They constructed hundreds of homes and the Carter Center, a human rights nonprofit, working tirelessly, even through Mr. Carter's cancer diagnosis.
What's going to be next? Well, one thing I know, it'll be something, because Jimmy Carter's miserable if he's not doing something.
Mr. Carter described their marriage as a full partnership.
The best thing that ever happened to me was marrying Rosalynn.
A lasting legacy of love they built together, one for the history books. Hometown sweethearts turned the longest married presidential couple.
To my wife, Rosalynn, I want to express a particular gratitude for being the right woman that I chose for my wife.